old, and in the future I will have a future ship. So the name of the ship is named Sapari. The name of it is Sapari, as you can see. And this is my ship in the future. And company of the ship is Cambodia, the future company I will make. And how much people are going to be in the ship? 1,065 people, 1,065 bedrooms, 3 restaurants, and 2 swimming pools. So let me explain the first part. So we will enter from the 2 doors, and there's a kids room on top, and there's a dog show when there's some people going to see how talented the dog is going to win. And here's some lifeboats. There's a lot of lifeboats because there's a lot of people, right? There's a crane that carries the lifeboats. As you can see, there's a crane that will carry the lifeboats. There's some few more lifeboats, and more lifeboats. All of these lifeboats is enough to carry all of the passengers. Some ships don't have that much lifeboats to have all of the passengers. Okay.
Shout out Rosemary. Hazel, shout out loves.
And there's a grand staircase, but I will call it the bright staircase. And I'm going to call the first class, second class. And fun thing about the ship, there's actually a lot of things in it. There's a movie theater, as we see. And I will make a museum somewhere here when I'm done. Like, I will make a museum here. There's a space, so I'm gonna make a museum over here in the back, but I'm not finished. Anyways, this ship has to not be that much heavy. Cargo area, engine rooms, boilers, and smokestacks.
Mag 8 years old loves. Rogelio, Hazel, shout out.
And it has something on top where there's a swimming pool on top, and where's the dining room. There's 1 dining room, 2 dining rooms, 3 dining rooms. And about this, how you go to the movie theater, first you have to walk here in a straight line next to the lifeboats. Then you go down the stairs to get to the movie theater. And this one has 1, 2, 3 X's, and it has enough lifeboats, enough cranes to have all of the people on it. And this ship is going to be 1.5 mile. 1.5 mile, very long, right? And also, there will be an elevator where you go up.
Where's the elevator?
Here. You can reach to 3 floors, or if you want to get exercise, you can go by the stairs. Also, there's some stairs going up to the staircase. And there's some dog shows that I'm not done with it.
Matulog na kayo, loves.
I'm gonna make a other ship in the future, so I'm gonna show
Kasi
you
gabi na dyan eh.
other ship models.
Nagra-live lang si Tekin. Okay lang yan.
Anyways, this ship has a lot of interior. It will be so heavy it can capsize. But the one way to make it float, you have to make it wide. But if it's skinny, it can balance. Cannot balance. You have to add long wings. You know what's the wings, Mama?
Yeah.
Yok abi
The
korner.
wings is to balance the ship. But big
Ya bu lig
wings,
boşu boşuna
small
oynuyor.
wings only.
Ya bu kadar
But ocean liners has
takım
big
kullanmaz
wings
ki
because
abi her
very
maç her
skinny.
maç her maç.
They cannot balance
İnsanların
without
gözüne soka
wings.
soka yapıyorlar ya.
Also, the ship will be way too heavy to put in the water. It will be 65,000 pounds, so it will go this deep a little bit. But to fix it, first we have to put a lot of air and a lot of buoyancy, so it will be like this. With no buoyancy, it will sink. But we need the buoyancy, so there's some air, a lot of buoyancy. Then it will not be like this, it will be like this. And also, it's very important to add apartments. There's one ship company, they're not putting the apartments, there's just one big apartment. One of the
Ya
ships
şunda vara mara falan da
of
gerek
one
yok ya abi.
rock.
Önünde oluyor
But I
lan
have a
zaten.
lot of
Direkt
apartments,
penaltıyı
1,
vermesi
2,
lazım
3,
yani.
4. It has an apartments, so the ship is not going to sink that fast.
Good morning, Niang Vlog.
And the ship is going to be unsinkable. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it hits 6 spoilers, it will not sink. Unsinkable. Do you know how you make it unsinkable? We put extra support, put the iron, so when it hits the spot, there will be no that hole inside. Very strong in the bottom. But if it reaches to the back, it will sink. But I will do that also. And in the middle, I will do that, so it will not be unsinkable. I know it's not going to be sinkable. And last thing I want to tell you, there's one more place to visit before the live ends. There's one swimming pool and a few toilets over here we didn't explain. And how many lifeboats there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 lifeboats on this side, and the other side will be another 13. So that's enough to carry everyone on board. Some ships are not putting so much lifeboats. They're putting a lot of people, like 10 million people. They're putting the 65,000 lifeboats. The ship collapsed so heavy. They're putting a lot of buoyancy in the ship, putting a lot of people, putting too much pressure, putting too much heavy. Then after that, when they put the ship, explode. Too much pressure and too much people and too much boats. So when you're building a ship, don't put too much lifeboats. Just put few, enough for the people. But not overboard. Because if you make overboard, ship collapse. So you need less lifeboats. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I meant live. And let me talk about the top, what's gonna look like. Company, Cambodia, 1,065 people, 6 toilets, 1,065 bedrooms, 3 restaurants, 2 swimming pools, name, Saporti.
Very good.
So thank you for watching your live.
Thank
Bye.
you.